In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make the noiseless skateboard from Pizza Tower. So first, you're going to want a socket wrench that goes with the skateboard along with this hex multi-tool. I believe they're called hex sockets. And then, of course, you're going to want a cheap skateboard for this. And also orange and white colored spray paint, particularly these colors. Now, the first step you want to do is, of course, take off the trucks of the skateboard and make sure to remember to put these on correctly or else you'll completely mess up the alignment of the board. So that is very important. The next step after this is going to be sanding the board, which I used about a 200 to 300 grade sandpaper. And so you don't have to eliminate the entire thing of the paint off of it. You can if you want to, because I think that actually might be better for it. But for me, since this is just going to be a simple project, I'm just doing that. And with this too, make sure to have the proper safety stuff like having the right kind of mask, not breathe in especially paint particles on the board or especially wood particles as well, because that's very bad for your lungs along this course too with spray paint. So make sure to please keep that in mind. And here in this video, you can see me sanding the sandpaper with two different types of grids. As I said, I used 220 and another one, which I believe was around 300. Then I pretty much sand all around, especially the edges of the board, all around it as well, because you want to make sure all the paint sticks to it very well. And here's the finished results. Obviously, it doesn't look like much, but like I said, I'm only sanding it just a little bit. Next, you want to spray the entire board orange. And then after this, the next step is probably the most difficult part, and that's just aligning masking tape to make sure you get the white part in the middle of the board, as seen in this photo, correctly here. I had to redo this because it was extremely small, so make sure to put the tape over the holes at the edge so it can have the right amount of space in between the orange and then the middle part there. So here it is so far. The white is in there on the other side as well. I'm not going to flip it because I have stuff in my hand. It's wet on the other side as well, so I'm going to wait about 30 minutes to see how this turns out, and then I'm going to take the tape off and see if I need to do any maybe minor adjustments. But so far pretty easy. Just a little bit of stuff here because of the brakes messing with the paint, but I'm going to be like what is it called? I don't know, grinding on the ground, so it doesn't really matter there because I know that's going to get messed up, but I think it looks pretty good so far. So as you can see, the white part of the board is very small, so I'm going to repaint it. So this is afterward. You can see just like a little bit of the white going over to the orange, so that's because the tape wasn't fully flush on the board, but it still looks way better than it was previously. And so the white is a lot more even and how big it should be. And this is the finished result of the board. I think it looks really good. The only thing that I don't necessarily like about it is how I do not have white wheels for the board. So if you want to do that, you could buy those to make the board as realistic and close to the Norris's skateboard as possible. But for me, since this is just merely a prop, I'm not going to go full on super accurate. But this is the end of the tutorial. It's pretty short and pretty easy to do. And that is it. So I hope you're able to make it, and I hope you're able to use it for a convention or something else.